Okay, so that's basically like the first part of my bottle. We're not calling them components yet, but this will be component number 1 later on. So now I'm going to create a collar that's going to fit over the top of this bit, and I'm going to do that as a separate one. So I'm going to come back over to create. I'm just going to go straight for cylinder. I want it on the same plane, but I'm going to put it somewhere else. I'll put it over here out the way. So I'm going to click there and drag, and I'm going to make this one 20 millimeters in diameter. Press enter, and I'm going to make it, I think, about 15 millimeters high. So that's gone too high, that's gone to 20. So I'm going to change it to 15 over here and press enter. So that's my second one. Eventually this is going to go on top of there. But the next thing I want to do is I want to make the little squirty button that pushes down. So another cylinder again. So I'm going to do the same thing, create. I'm going to go for a cylinder again. I'm going to go for the same plane, move to somewhere else on my page, click over here, and this time I'm going to try for maybe 12 mil again. So it's the same diameter as the top of the bottle one. I'm going to press enter there, and I'm going to make it 15 millimeters tall. So I can type 15 in there. Remember, I could have typed up here, doesn't make any difference, and I'm going to click OK. So I've got a second piece, third piece. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to do one that's going to become the lid, and one that's going to be the kind of tube that goes in the middle. So at the moment they're all the same. I'm going to go for another cylinder. Same plane. I'll come over here. I'm going to click this one. This time I'm going to make this one a bit bigger. This is going to be the lid. So I'm going to go for maybe, let's have a look. I'm going to make it about 30 mil will do. We'll see what that looks like. And press enter. And this time I'm going to come up. I'm going to come up to 25 mil. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's going to be my lid. And the last thing is I'm going to create the kind of straw bit that goes inside the bottle. I'm going to do the same thing. Go for a cylinder. Choose the same ground plane. Come over somewhere out of the way. Click. Now this needs to be quite small, so I'm going to make this 4 millimeters. Okay, it looks very small. And I'm going to come up. I'm going to come up about 120 mil. Hopefully these sizes are correct. If they're not, I can always change them later. Okay, and I'm going to click OK. So now before I go any further, just so I don't get complicated or don't have problems later on, I'm going to name all of these things. So where it says bodies, at the moment, if I click on that little arrow there, it opens up, and you can see as I go over them they change colour. I'm not sure which one's which. It's the same order that I created them in, and if I still don't know, I can click the light bulb to turn them on and off. Okay, so I'm going to rename these now just by double clicking them. So I'm going to double click this one and go in there, and I'm going to call this one bottle. Okay, I'm going to check which is the next one. So this is going to be, I'm going to call this one the collar. Now this just makes it easier to recognize the bits afterwards. It doesn't do anything else apart from give it a name. This one's going to be the, we'll call it the button, the bit that we press down to make the stuff come out. And this one is going to be the lid. Oops. Didn't mean to delete that then. Let's go back one. Control Z undid it. That's going to be the lid. And then this last one is going to be the tube. So we'll call that one tube. Okay. So now we're going to look at putting some holes and things in them and rearranging where they're going to be.